real conversations, and you're welcome to it. I just came on very quickly to give a message that was on my heart. I was just in my sis Cinna's live and watching her replay. And this message just came to me, and I feel like I just have to get it out while I'm in the midst of this thought because later on, maybe I won't have the same fire to have this conversation. So the conversation is expecting perfection while being imperfect. I feel like this is a very humbling message, and it takes a humble person to actually appreciate and digest and sit in it. Hey, sis, always, how are you doing? I feel that it takes a very humble person, an honest person, to be able to really take in this message, but so many of us are expecting perfection from everyone, expecting perfection from someone you're dating or married to, expecting perfection from your relatives, expecting perfection from friends or in the workplace, expecting for people to treat you perfectly. And at the same time, hi, all about, how are you doing? Welcome. And all at the same time, we're not being perfect ourselves. I don't know about you guys, but I know for sure that I'm imperfect. I know for sure that I make mistakes. I know for sure that I'm a sinner. I know for sure I do wrong things to others. But the thing about it is that we have to remember that in the midst of somebody hurting you, in the midst of someone disappointing you, in the midst of somebody disappointing you. And I'm just going to say this. So many people ascribe to having faith, whatever your faith is. People ascribe, I have faith. I'm a believer, right? But in the midst of somebody doing something to upset you, the first thing you want to do is snap off, right? Pop off, go crazy, go wild, get revenge, right? And I'm not here to judge anybody. Hey, Joe, how are you doing? Welcome. And for sure, everybody, I'm not here to judge anybody. But it's something that I feel that needs to be said. We have to stop expecting perfection from everybody. But then when it comes to us, we want to walk around with kid gloves. Like we want to walk around, I didn't do anything, denying when we know we hurt people, when we slight people, and then saying we don't care about how another person takes it or that other people are being very sensitive. But why is it that other people are ascribed to being sensitive, but when we do the same thing, we want for people to treat us kindly? We want people to be sensitive to our needs, but are we being sensitive to everybody else's needs and wants? I say this all the time, that we never know what someone is going through. Good morning, Matthew. We never know what someone is going through. I don't know what you're currently going through. You don't know what I'm currently going through. But as human beings, we like to assume, And I'm only speaking for myself. I can't speak for anybody other than me. And one thing that I had to learn is to pause, to stop. God has been working on me and telling me that don't assume, ask. Because the majority, almost 100% of the times where you make assumptions about other people, you are wrong. We are wrong, actually dead wrong, because the same things that we want to receive from other people, we also need to give to other people. Now, we are human. We make mistakes. And I know that we don't get along with everybody. It's a lot of people you just may not like because of their personality or some things that they've done. But at the same time, we cannot be mimicking bad behavior, doing all of these wrong things, being unkind, unforgiving, unapologetic, excuse my language, but screwing people over. We can't keep doing those things to other people and then expecting to get a pass, expecting for people to show up for us with kindness and love and forgiveness. See, the same energy that you give out is the same energy that you are going to receive. Can't expect to be cold to other people, heartless, unreasonable, thankless, disrespectful, and expect to get the positive back. We receive what we put out for the most part. Not saying that everybody is going to show up with the same energy and behaviors that we do, but for the most part, the way we treat other people is the way you get treated back. And if you don't, we all know what to do. You cut off, you block, and, remove those individuals from your life. But this message today that I wanted to speak on was we have to stop expecting perfection from everybody and knowing that we ourselves are not perfect. It means to be humble. It means to be patient, not judgmental. And when I say not judgmental, I don't mean that we don't judge, because that's a part of our makeup as human beings, is being less judgmental, I should say, because we don't want to be judged. I know for sure I don't like when people judge me. I know for sure I don't like when people are impatient with me and disrespectful. So I feel like this message is for somebody. And I like to give real talk over here. Joe says facts. I like to give real talk over here, and real conversations is stop looking at other people with judgment and disrespect and having this expecting perfection from them, namely relatives or someone you're dating or married to, and just people in general in this world will look at other people. Say for instance, you look at somebody who is homeless, or you look at someone who doesn't have a job, or you look at someone and they're really going through a lot of situations, a lot of problems in their life. And then you say something out your mouth slick, like, oh, they shouldn't have did this, or they shouldn't have done that. There's so many people that are going through so many heavy weights, not because of anything that they've done. Just life is lifing. Some people just walk into bad situations. Maybe they had a health problem. Maybe they got out of a DV situation. Maybe they lost their home because they got laid off. It's so easy for us to look at somebody else and judge them for their current situation, but then expecting, if we were in the same position, wanting to be handled with kindness and compassion. If you want kindness and compassion, you also have to give it to other people. And I know, like I said from the beginning, that you have to be at a certain maturity level. You have to be at a certain personal growth and development. You had to be putting some healing into yourself first before you can give that to other people. And some adults just don't have that. They don't possess it. And it's okay. Not that it's okay that they're like that, but everybody experiences growth in different ways. Some people are going through so much pain in their heart that they don't know how to balance their own situation. And one thing that I have learned as an adult, that I have to be compassionate to myself first. I have to pour into me. I have to work on me first before I can be good to anybody in my life. I can't be good to you if I'm not good to myself. I can't state that I have faith and I haven't poured anything into myself spiritually in order to help you spiritually as well. We have to possess before we can give. And I think that this is a very important message that I wanted to give to the chat family. And it was just on my heart. This wasn't a planned live, but I had some fire behind this topic. I don't know if you can hear that in my voice, but I had some fire behind this topic because it's so many people that are expecting perfection. They want a perfect husband or wife or friend or coworker or whatever relationship, but they're not a perfect friend. They're not a perfect person. They're not capable within themselves. They have some wounds that they need to heal and fix, and some maturing to do. And one thing that I have been working on is learning to zip my mouth, being patient, paying attention to people's energy, and stepping back from what I think is going on in somebody's life and listening and listening, like not listening so as to give advice, but listening as to support. Listening as to support. And I'm telling you that you have to be at a space of maturity, a space of healing, a space of personal growth, a space of acknowledging your own imperfection, a space of humility. You have to be there in order to give that to somebody else. See, and I had to swallow some humble pie recently, looking at a few individuals in my life and judging them. Oh, well, you should have got your life together. It's easy for you to say that out your mouth, but you're not living in their shoes. You don't know what that person has gone through, why they're homeless, or as why their marriage didn't work, or why their kids are out of control, or why a person lost their job, or why whatever it is that maybe that a person has gained weight. You don't know the pain and the weight that that person may be carrying as to why they're in that situation. And kindness is free. Kindness is free. It takes nothing to pause for a second and say, "Can I help you?" It takes nothing to close your eyes and say a prayer for somebody. All of those things are free. But like I said from the beginning, you have to be in that space of growth. And I know that I'm not a perfect person. I don't ascribe to be perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. But one thing that I know for sure is the more that I sit back, I wait, I pay attention to energy, is that you can give kindness to another person. Because just as I want kindness to be given to me, just as I want compassion to be given to me, You never know how much a person may need that kindness and compassion. You never know if somebody is feeling like they want to end themselves. They want to delete themselves because their pain is too much, because they're hurting so much, because they're crying inside, because they feel like all the walls are crumbling around them. When they feel that there is no hope, but the hope exists, but it takes nothing as a human being, especially an imperfect human being, to pause, to be kind. And if you don't have something kind to say, move along. Just move along. If you can't show up with kindness, with support, if you're showing up with judgment, take a step back and walk away. And people don't need more weight, more judgment, more negativity, more insecurities. Every single person has enough on their plate, enough judgments, enough pain, enough insecurities, enough problems. So if you're not going to add peace to somebody, a listening ear, sometimes if all you do is smile at another person, tell somebody, have a wonderful day, or take a deep breath and be patient. The other day I was in the store and the cashier was just started ringing up my groceries. And my first thing to come out my mouth was to say, "You got an attitude." That's the first thing that came to my mind. Like, you need to stop with your attitude. But instead, I took a deep breath and I said, "No." I said, "Hi, how are you doing?" And it came out of her mouth, "I'm not having a good day. I'm going through a lot." And I just said, "I hope your day gets better. I just want you to know that you matter. And I hope that your day improves." You see, just that pausing. If I didn't pause and the first thing that I did was snap off on her, what was going to happen? What was going to be the chain reaction? She was going to snap off on me. But the more that I'm learning, don't judge. It's not up to you to judge. It's not up to you to judge. You don't know her situation. Instead, I chose to apply compassion. Instead, I chose compassion. Instead, I chose the greater portion. Listening, kindness. And I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Because there's sometimes I don't want to be patient. There's sometimes like I just want to say, "Oh, you're rude," or do something because I'm in my feelings. But if we recoil, take a step back, slow our roll, realize that everything is not about us, that there are millions, if not billions of people on this earth that are going through what you're going through or worse, you will show up differently. You will show up differently. Okay? So, like I said, this message was on my heart, and I had to come through with the fire on my heart to say this message because I feel like somebody needs to hear it. And if there's anybody on the replay, leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. But in everything, be patient, be compassionate, don't judge, listen, be kind. Kindness is free. It takes $0 to smile. It takes $0 to be kind. It takes $0 to listen. If we listen, there's so much that we could learn. There's so much people who need help. And you may not, and it doesn't necessarily mean financially. Some people need some spiritual enlightenment. Some people need some enlightenment for their broken heart or their broken spirit. Just some people just need to know that they're loved. Maybe that day they don't feel loved. Maybe that day they don't feel like they can continue. We don't know what another person is going through. You know, you never know. Could you be the source of someone's upliftment? Could you be the source? I want to say, I've been saying recently in my spiritual empowerment and enlightenment, let me be the source. Let me be the source. And I feel like I want to make that a t-shirt. I've been thinking about making t-shirts for my different channels, even though this channel is not monetized yet, but it's been on my heart to make that be a t-shirt. You know, people always talking about let other people be the source of, let other people fix it. No, let me be the source. Let me be the source of encouragement. Let me be the source of kindness. Let me be the source of non-judgment. If more people would be the source of kindness and pausing, not judging, listening, I think this world will be completely different. But so many people are only thinking about themselves and being selfish. If you thought about other people, my oh my, would things be different in this world? So, and that's the message I wanted to come on and to say. Thank you guys for listening. I'm going to read some of these messages by Always. Always says, yes, you do. We are in a time and a day where everyone is on edge. Yes, so many people are on the edge, right? Always. So many are on the edge. Yes, indeed, Marlene. Yes. Yeah, and the thing about it is we have to stop talking about our plans and think about what the plan really should be. You know, you just have to just be obedient to how you feel. You know, being obedient. You know, if something is telling you to call somebody, call them. If something is telling you to give. If something is telling you to do something within your gifts, the talents that you have been given, use your gifts. Don't sit on them. It's so many individuals that are talented, but they're wasting their talents on so many other things. But that's a topic for another day. But I did definitely want to say that every single one of you, whatever you're going through today, whatever it is, heavy things, dark things. I know so many people wake up every day and just wish that the day wouldn't start, the sun wouldn't rise because of the heaviness of their life. Maybe your heaviness is trying to pay a bill. Maybe your heaviness is dealing with health problems. Maybe your heaviness is dealing with ungratefulness on the job. Maybe your heaviness is just the way maybe people around you treat you. Maybe your happiness is, your unhappiness is loneliness, not being supported and loved. We all have something heavy. We all have something going on because, like I said, we're all human beings. And all humans have something. It's just that some people are good at, you know, hiding what they're going through and not really letting everybody know, not informing everybody of their problems and their fears and their problems, because some people will eat you up. They will devour you. Make you as the brunt of jokes. People will step on you to elevate themselves. They'll use your pain to laugh, but dismiss them. If you are going to give back, Give with your whole heart. Give with humility and not with judgment. Okay? That's the message I wanted to give to everybody. Thank you so much for your support over here on Marlene Saunders Show. And yes, I am trying to get this channel monetized. I'm kind of in and out because right now I'm focused on my other channel trying to get it monetized. But if you can run a video, run some playlists, I most definitely will appreciate it. We're going to get there. We're going to get this channel monetized. And when this channel gets monetized, because I'm not saying if, I'm saying when this channel gets monetized, I'm going to be doing something really special I've been thinking about just for my channel members. It's on my spirit, but you guys just wait. T-shirts are coming for not just this channel, but for all of my channels. I'm thinking about doing a t-shirt, website, and putting a t-shirt, my t-shirts for all of my channels that would be applicable to everything, because I believe in putting positive messages on shirts. So it's coming. Just give me a little bit of time to sit on it, to digest it, and to see what I want to get involved with, because anything that I put my name on it, I want it to be something that is empowering and positive. And I want those who put on those shirts, I want you to feel good and strong and empowered. And I don't take that lightly. So I thank you guys so much for your support. Hey, Sirius, how are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Joe says, agreed. Yes, happy Motivational Monday, Sirius. I appreciate you guys for your support as always. Thank you, thank you. I want to end by saying this, that we're imperfect, and so is everybody else. So the thing about it, the thing to do as mature, empowered women and men is to choose who you want to vibe with and who you don't want to vibe with. And as adults, that's okay if we don't vibe with everybody. That's okay. But what I want for us to move away from, want for us to be empowered in, is not stepping on other people because of where they are vibrating. You know, some people, where they are right now is not really their choice. Sometimes people have just a hard situation at the current moment. So could we add some kindness, some love, some support, some motivation, some inspiration, something good? And if we can't add something kind and positive, just leave people alone. Okay? That's the message. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to every single one of my chat family that is here supporting me, because, you know, we have a lot to chat about. We have a lot to chat about. And I think in about 2 more months, I will be able to dedicate more time to this channel when my other channel is monetized. I thank you guys. Nothing but positive energy, upliftment. You know, I give the real talks and the real conversations over here. And I hope this message was just what somebody needed to hear. I hope it was motivating. I hope it was thought-provoking. And I hope it was also inspirational. Thank you so much. And I will tap in on the next one.